So one of the challenges that we find in being here at Long Beach are the crowds. There aren't any. Good morning, it's 6:30 in the morning. I'm just on the beach trail heading down, taking a look at what the tide looks like early in the morning. We had a good night. It only got down to about 10 degrees Celsius, which is reasonably warm, and yeah, we slept very comfortably. We still had our electric heater on. It only came on a few times. It was nice to see the batteries at full charge again. It sounds funny, but once you've had some challenging issues with your charger, you really do appreciate when you know you've got lots of electricity. Anyway, I'm going to go down, walk the beach for a little bit early this morning. You can probably hear the waves and some of the birds. And then I'm going to do some exercise. I've got my suspension straps with me and that little backpack on my back. It looks like it's a bit foggy, but that's kind of to be expected along the coast early in the morning. It'll burn off later in the day. Looking forward to another great day. Won't be as warm as yesterday though. It'll be much cooler. I think the high today here in the Tofino area is only going to be about 16. Yesterday it was probably 18, 20, something like that. But still should be sunny and nice. Leave with the marine fog. It's spectacular. It should clear up in a few hours, but it's just gorgeous even the way it is right now. Waves, birds, beach. It's nice. Just gorgeous. I'm pretty certain I can find a place to do a workout in the beach. This is the perfect spot to drink tea in the morning.
Did you climb up from the front or the back?
Climbed up those two trees, jumped across, did a flip and landed.
Hi there. So we're on the beach and we are going to be heading out for a nice long walk hike today.
10 o'clock in the morning, we're hoping for a little bit more sun. The rain clouds hanging in. Low tide today is around 12:30, so we just have to be cognizant of that so we don't get stuck anywhere.
Maybe hike for, I don't know, maybe 18 kilometers or something today.
Yeah, I think that's probably ambitious just because I think we'll probably run out of beach before we get that. But yeah, we're going to hike for a few hours on the beach, head up into a couple trails in the forest and then hike back.
So I see that the boat dropped some people off on that island over there.
Those are sea lions. Sea lions. There's a big sea lion, and then at the end of the island, there's several smaller sea lions, and then there's a big one over there.
But I thought there were people walking on there.
No, they're sea lions.
They're all sea lions? That's amazing. closer to the Wickeninish Beach public use area, we're seeing a bunch of people in tents, and a lot of thoughts crossed our head as to what this was all about as we were walking along.
Yeah, I thought it was maybe a celebration of my birthday, but that's not birthday
Yeah.
bucks.
I thought maybe it was a wedding, but then there seemed to be a whole lot of people.
Or a celebration for my birthday.
Yeah, or, you know, maybe a indigenous ceremony or festival. But it looks like it's a surfing competition. Unexpected and fun.
Here on at Wick Beach, this is his home break, Paul Oscar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that marks the start of the semifinal heat number 2 for the men's stand-up paddle surf. Jeffrey Spencer. Jeffrey's the older brother to Finn. 18-year-old Jeffrey Spencer.
Very relaxing.
Clearing up the water.
Oh, you almost fell over.
Open wind and you can start getting in right now.
Ooh, nice.
The quarterfinals, quarters for the women. You can start checking in right now if you know who you are.
Gordon and the Slug. The South Beach Trail and the Nat'l Trail 3 and 4 start behind the visitor center here, behind this building. Over to the Nat'l Trail to Florencia Bay. 1.9 kilometers one way. 1861, the brigantine Florencia, homeward bound to Peru with lumber from Victoria, became unmanageable and drifted helplessly to the Nootka area, where HMS Forward finally took her in tow. But Forward developed engine trouble and the luckless Florencia cut adrift, shattered on the inlet in the bay. Until 1930, Florencia Bay was known as Wreck Bay, a name still in common usage.
I hiked about 13 kilometers from our campsite to, what's this, Florence Beach?
Florencia.
Florencia Beach.
Yeah.
A little farther than I expected, but we also did a couple of side trips just up into some of the parking lots and some of the other
Visitor center.
yeah, I went through the visitor center. But it looks like the day is going to be longer than I originally anticipated. And because 13K is starting to get a little tiring, we may spend the night here in this shelter, you can see behind us.
There isn't much room in here.
It'll be a little tight, but I think we can get through. The weather's going to be reasonably mild. There's our view. Disappointing part about walking 13K to get to this beach is we have to walk back about 13K, but we'll get it done. And then we get to have a beer.
Yay! Now we're on the beach for a long way. Okay, we're almost there.
Just the uphill, unfortunately.
Yeah. Precious. Oh, she ate all her food. Hi, baby. Hey, hi. Did you have a good day? You're such a good girl. What's the temperature in here? 21.3. That's pretty comfortable. Pretty girl. Looks like a face to me. A pouting face. We had a good day. It was a nice hike. It was a little longer than we expected. I think I said 18 kilometers and it turned out
And I thought
to
that
be-
was going to be too far.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I mean, just in terms of, I didn't think the distance was as much as it was. But we did go all the way to, what's the Florencia?
Florencia Beach.
Yeah.
So that's quite a ways.
We were talking about if we were to do it again, we would probably, just waving at some of my surfer friends,
Yeah.
we would probably just go as far, if we were from here, we'd probably just walk as far as maybe the visitor center. Although even going just another kilometer past that, the bay that was after the visitor center was just spectacular.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah.
That was probably my favorite part.
Was that the South Beach?
Yeah, it was South Beach.
Okay.
It's gorgeous. A little bit more rough rock.
Yeah.
And that was kind of nice. Forest hike was really interesting too because at the other end, because a lot of it's boardwalk, so you can, because it's bog and you don't want to have the terrain all get eroded for people walking. But it was really nice. It was old, beautiful rainforest, and then some section that was sort of boggy, so the trees are shorter and more light. It was a nice contrast. I really enjoyed the actual trail itself. If you're someone that doesn't hike a lot, driving by the visitor center and simply doing the 2.5K trail out to
That's one way.
Yeah, that's one way.
Yeah.
Would be another way to do it. And coming back, we were fortunate the tide was out quite a ways, so we really literally just did a straight line, didn't have to walk along the coast, and just did a straight line to get back, so it saved us a couple kilometers. So I think we were 24 kilometers.
Yeah, saved us a lot of time
So
and distance.
shaved a couple,
Yeah.
and we were a lot faster. We were speed demons.
Yeah.
Nikki's maternal instincts had kicked in because we were worried about Precious.
Yeah, we didn't expect to have to leave her that long, so she actually ate all the food that we left her, so I was a little bit worried about that, but she was fine.
And I packed Mickey again across the creek, but this time I went through a deeper section. It was up to about here, so I just held her like this. Anyway, it was nice. It was a very enjoyable day. And then the other thing, we're debating on whether or not we're going to spend another night here. We've got a couple of options. We may just head home. The ferries are really busy tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and the ferries are packed. So we may spend another day here, or we may, or either here in the Green Point, or we may go somewhere else, either in the Tofino area or back more Central Island, or we may just head home and
Just
call
get
it
in the
a-
lineup for the ferry
Yeah.
and see if we can get one.
We get some questions from some of the people that watch our videos, which we like. One fellow was asking about coming over to the island and if there was any sort of special things they should prepare for the ferry, and really the only advice I said was the reservations. One thing I also noted, though, that gasoline in Western Canada, particularly actually on the coast, is really expensive. It's about $1.72 a litre, which we'll put something up on the video, but I think that's probably about $6.50 a US gallon. So if you're traveling to the Vancouver area, to the coast, you may want to get gas before that, or if you're coming over to the island, get gas here. It's at least usually 15-17 cents less a litre. Not all of British Columbia is that high priced. It is much higher than many other places, but I think currently we have the highest gas prices in North America, and so that's just something to be aware of. So that's it. So we get to sleep and decide tomorrow whether we're going to go somewhere else or whether we're going to head home, and we'll see, sort of depending on weather, how we feel. How Mickey feels after her hike today. She'll be fine.
I'll be sore tomorrow, I'm sure.
Well, good morning. Sunday morning, about 6 a.m. I think we're going to head back today. It's cloudy. It doesn't look like it's going to get sunny. Most of the rest of the province is sunny and a little bit warmer, but it's going to be cloudy and a bit cooler here on the west coast, which is kind of common. Precious isn't doing that well. We're a little worried about her, so I think we'll head back a bit early. But it's just gorgeous here. Whether it's, I'm not sure whether I enjoy the beach more late in the evening or first thing in the morning. It's just great. I get to spend a lot of time. I think both Mickey and I could just almost walk forever up here. I'll head back to camp fairly soon, then we'll have breakfast and we'll decide what we do for the rest of our day. In the interim, kind of get to enjoy this. Doesn't mind a traffic stop while she waits for the construction to go underway. The scaling, the rock scaling. Yeah. Get some attention.
Thanks for watching our video, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our visit to Pacific Rim National Park. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already.
See you next time.